Hello everyone, lord.agion here, another Grey Goo Replay. Spawn on the right, well, used to be up here on the top right side. We have, okay, that's purplish color, BlueDrivesMonster. Spawning, I think it was down here. Now he is in the center. We have Mendel. It's a Goo mirror matchup. Two Radiants, that's a bit interesting. Not many people go for Radiants. I suppose he wants to harass and he needs the extra, like, range. Drovers just go in the melee range, and plus these guys can see through the bushes. So, yeah, I see why he went for Radiance. But this small protein, nice split to prevent them from getting both hit by the small protein. One's going to run away and perhaps scout. Nope, going to see some Drovers here, and he's going to go back in and actually harass this Mother Goo. And here's a scouting drover, and this Radiant will be cleaned up. And this Radiant just being oh so annoying. Pretty much cutting the economy in half by looks of it. It does 6 damage per shot, so it pretty much cuts the economy in half, just him just poking at the Mother Goo like this. He doesn't want to build another small protein. He wants to get another Mother Goo out, but this Radiant has stalled the second Mother Goo coming out for quite a bit of time. You can see here he went for 2 Mother Goos. Nothing too crazy there. The second Mother Goo is now out. And nothing much is going to be happening for the moment. Clearly no early tech upgrades. It's a bit unusual to see Goo players, actually pretty much unheard of for a Goo player to go for an extremely fast tech upgrade. Doesn't get that Drover just yet, and he decides to go and run away with the Radiant. That's probably a good idea. A Radiant can 1v1 a Drover quite easily, but not when there's 4 against 1. He could get an eye on this Drover. No, it's healing. And this Radiant, is he actually, what's the movement speed comparison? Speed 150? Wow, I thought the Drover was the second fastest unit in the game, but in fact the Radiants are. I learn a new thing every day. I always thought, I know like the small pro team, I believe, is the fastest unit in the game. I'm not exactly sure what aircraft's exact speeds are, but I never realized a Radiant's actually faster than a Drover. Got more Radiants here just harassing. In comparison, a small protein, it has actually tied with the Radiant. Pretty sure aircraft are actually slightly faster, but I can't really say exactly for sure. Graphical glitch there, leaving pretty much half of it across the mountainside. That Radiant will be cleaned up. There's 2 Radiants, 4 Drovers here. Should be able to deal with this force. All depends with this how the small protein deals in combat efficiency. Like, will he morph at the last moment? He's going to just turn into some Drovers now. We'll just have to wait and see. One of the Drovers did get cleaned up on the purple side, but none on the green. They are pretty damaged. The ball going to run to this bush and heal up. We do got another wave of Drovers out, so these Drovers will easily overwhelm this force. But with the bush advance, well, then again, the Radiants are here, so they can see in the bush. Pretty sure Radiants can see in the bush. I'm just now starting to second guess myself. Pretty sure. Do note there's looks like there's 5 Mother Goos per player now. And we're going to see a bit of a harassment here. Let's see. He could get some damage on this Mother Goo, but he has to be careful not to let those Drovers get to run into the thing. He's trying to eye this small protein, but no, it switched to Drovers in the last moment. And now there's a lot of Drovers here they're pursuing. They're getting quite a bit of good damage, but the running away Drovers are getting quite a bit of splash damage themselves. This Mother Goo probably was trying to get on top of this mesa and then try to swoop in along the side, but it was unable to do that. Mother Goo does have catalyst refining, so being off the line doesn't really mean much. This one probably should get on the line now. We got more Mother Goos coming out for each player side. Picks up one of the drovers, very nice. Do got what's in there? That graphical looks like drovers? Yeah, it looks like a squad of 4 drovers. Oh, there's 2 more in that little puddle. I only saw 2 of those things. I was wondering what unit are those. And we do got flanking Mother Goo grabbing all these drovers. Oh, a couple of them do escape out, but that was a very nice pick-me-up. Do note these Mother Goos are all unharassed. These Mother Goos are still in the patrol, trying to get as much catalyst as possible. And the green Goo player does have full 12 Mother Goo. So momentarily his economy can be starting to run away in comparison to the 7 Mother Goo of the purplish color player, BlueDrivesMonster, versus the green Mendel. We are going to see an upgrade. We do got Destructor now damage around the target, so it looks like they're going to be doing splash damage. And nothing too important happening right now, other than this large force power to come in. A Mother Goo looks like it's going to be joining the fight, though it has no catalyst refining, so it is a bit low on health at this moment. We do not see any radiance here, but that doesn't really matter. A couple Tempests here just to shoot down any crescent shots. These Mother Goos are now getting out of the way, running straight into... Can he get this pickup? This Mother Goo is going to be spotting, and yes, this Mother Goo will be going down. He needs to start attacking down here. He has a lot of economy. Look all that catalyst he has stored up. There might be a wave of destructors coming up soon as large proteins. A large protein himself can also be quite effective in combat, seeing he has 6 armor, if I remember correctly. Large protein, yeah, it has 6 armor and 10 weapon penetration. In comparison, Mother Goo has 0 weapons penetration and no armor. Though it can have more health, a large protein is much better in combat. Ooh, got a Bastion. I love a Bastion. Interesting. I'm a bit confused. Is there a Mother Goo or there's... I just don't know how many Mother Goos. Looks like there's 3 Mother Goos in it right there. Let's see, that splash damage. Its the upgrade's not complete yet. I was going to give the exact stats, but it's not yet complete. Dude got some crescents here. This is why he got those Tempests, just shoot down those crescent shots. We are going to see for the purple player, instead of splash, we're going to see bounce, 2 times bounce. Tempest both fired a shot, so remember they have up to 3 charges. It's sort of hard to tell how many charges they actually have at that exact moment after they fired. I was curious, never mind. And we got an assault here. This southern force is quite funneled, so if he had crescents of his own, it would have been devastating, but he does not. This force is being overrun, it's being attacked, and even though it had the bush advantage, this force is just too large from the handle. He's just trying to get out of dodge. We do have some crescents actually now built. There are no Tempests in this area, so he may want to invest... Well, he could invest into AA Radiance, which I believe can shoot down the projectiles. I know the AA Commandos can shoot down the projectiles. And we do got the Crescent Artillery over here getting a very good amount of kills there. That was sort of strange. like all like fell apart in a weird way. We got a couple harassing Striders. And I was going to say before, I was wondering if they fired both their shots, they both were missing a charge. But it looks like it only consumes one of the charges, one didn't actually land. I think. Dude only got 10 Mother Goos for the purple player, and 12 Mother Goos for the green player. And the Radiant Stealth Tech is done. Let's... Sorry, pause one minute. Alright, looks like they paused, but of course they don't really show this in the replay, I believe, because everything's still moving around. The exact stats of Destructor Bounce is AoE damage is 15 and radius is 50. So in comparison, it's a decent amount of damage. It only does about half damage to nearby units, which I suppose if there's a lot of small units in the area, that would be quite effective. But overall, if there's a bunch of large units, like a bunch of other destructors, then bounce upgrade would be better. We do got small proteins, large proteins, and Mother Goos. When consuming unit and structure, we release a burst of heal energy that will repair nearby units as the economic tech upgrade for the northern Goo player. Ooh, dwellers. I think he expected a dweller or two. Is he going to go for dweller tech? Nope. I think he was also hoping it was a attack move instead of a move order. Because if it's attack move, he would just run straight at them and blow up. And these Mother Goos are getting hit in the high ground. This one does go down. This other one will go down shortly. But there is a nice flanking force here. This Mother Goo does manage to get away, and this flanking force is going to wreak havoc. There's only a lot of Striders here, and there's a lot of Destructors here, and they have the bounce upgrade finalized. And plus the Crescents, and that was a straight up slaughter. Well, he did get the Mother Goo that was quite full in health. This Mother Goo was almost killed. Did kill quite a bit of force. Overall, holy crap, how did I miss this? It was a two-prong attack. His Mother Goos are getting hit. He's down 4 Mother Goos in total. If you ever built them thoroughly. This Mother Goo will be destroyed most likely. And the Mother Goos are engaging the other Mother Goo. That's a bit interesting. And these Mother Goos are now trying to go in and take out these units. But this Bashing denying any focus fighting on the Mother Goo, so that's very nice. It's one of my favorite techniques. Bastion to taunt, Mother Goo to swoop in. At least that's like in the early game. And he's deciding to take these Callus nodes for himself. A large protein or two would be great to deal with these Mother Goos. Trying to grab as much damage as possible before this one dies. The purple Mother Goo would win out because it has more forces and more health. Lost 2 Mother Goos, but that's easily replaceable. There's 4 Mother Goos missing for the purple player. Do still got another 4, so another wave of large protein. So we are going to see a lot of destructors or other supporting units. What came of those dwellers? These dwellers are still here. He's trying to inch forward. He has to be very careful. Does get in the bush. It's probably a good idea to stay in the bush. Do you got this force here? And these destructors will rip apart this force, but these crescents will do quite a bit of damage. I mean, they are standing in the crescent shots fully. They're getting ripped apart by the artillery. They're going to engage, try to get more of these retreating corruptors. Got a dweller here. Does not detonate, but if he keeps it just there quietly, if he did not realize there's a dweller just all of a sudden parked there, that can do a lot of damage. We are going to see a large protein. Large proteins are the only goo structure that does not have stealth detection. Small proteins and Mother Goos do, and I think also the Purger but large proteins do not. A Dweller does 150 damage. It can one-shot... Does it do weapon penetration also? It does have a penetration of 3. So that's something, just a little side note, but it will be able to one-shot destructors and pretty much almost every ground unit in the game, excluding a couple tanky ones, such as also excluding the heroic, epic, uber, whatever you want to call the starred units. I'm not exactly sure what the actual term is. That epic unit? Probably. This large protein does have 6 armor. Oh, it's not a good idea to have the Mother Goo engaged. The Mother Goo will be ripped apart, though it does have a lot of health, and it does have the support of a lot of other units. That large protein took out half the health of that Mother Goo. Just something to note, the large protein is very effective versus Mother Goos. This Dweller, oh, this other Dweller, no wait, where did that Dweller go? Did it blow up? No, the Dweller was still there. In fact, the small protein was sitting on top of it. That could have been deadly, but he had that small protein there to discover it. This Mother Goo can run away. It is now starting to run away, but it's probably going to be focused down. Yeah, that's just a lot of damage there. I'm curious, does AoE damage apply to the initial target also? Because if it does apply initial damage to target, that can be quite effective. Oh, holy crap, we do got a lot of stealth radiance here, and there's no stealth detection here whatsoever, but he is force firing the ground, which can clean them up. The Bastion was there to tank all that damage from the radiance. Does Dweller get a stealth radiant? No, apparently does not. He needs a small protein there to deal with those radiants. Oh, this Dweller. Oh, the unit's getting pushed in. The northern player wants him to walk into it, not have his unit slightly pushed in. There is a small protein there, so self-detection is there. These units manage to get away, but this thing can be deadly. Oh, wait. Oh, that's a good chunk of units. Like, there's actually quite a bit of destructors there. I didn't really count how many there was before, but that was actually quite effective for just one unit. And we do have maybe the last engagement of the game. We got destructors versus destructors, bounce versus splash. The green units were funneled in. It was a bad engagement angle for the green player. Oh, something else to note, now Crescents also do healing shots. Let's see, how much catalyst are left on these fields? Red, well, oranges, nothing's out of catalyst just yet. Small skirmishes, both sides are just trying to probe in, see what they can grab. Looks like 2, maybe 3 small proteins. Looks like I can't really tell how many small proteins there are, maybe 4. Do gotta engage him here, but the artillery, now he's funneled into, the northern player is funneled into artillery. Not very good, but there are some tempests here to shoot down those shots, giving him some leeway. But they can only shoot down so many shots before they run out of ammo. Another large protein here. Interesting. And this harassment force can be quite deadly, but he has to be careful not to run into the units. Do got a wave of drovers here spawning out early just to get their health regenerating as soon as possible. Now will probably be a good time to actually attack there. A lot of small proteins being drawn in here, so that was actually a lot of economy. He didn't build in destructors, his preferred unit at the moment. Ooh, got some dwellers here just to, when he's funneled in, it can do quite a bit of damage there. That is a lot of drovers. They tend not to be very effective versus Mother Goo since they, like I said before, they sort of like push themselves into the Mother Goo. Those dwellers did a massive amount of damage. And then the artillery, that was a not very favorable engagement for the northern player. He just lost his entire army just now. This U force will be run down. There's 2 bastions here. That is a lot of tanking force, but luckily the Destructor bounce can hit the other units. Mother Goose tried to go in, but did get quickly killed. Maybe that was the last engagement. The northern player has nothing much on the ground. Though the southern player, yeah, the northern player is the purplish. The mini-map colors are just screwed up. I think the green is the green player, and the blue is the purple player. But it looks like Mendel will take this game. There's not much of an army here. He has a huge army at his doorstep, though granted a lot of his drovers. Destructors with balance is not as effective versus Destructors with splash. Though the Crescents can do quite a bit of damage. Oh, it looks like there's a dweller here. He just, instead of trying to kill it, he just runs one of his drovers into it and detonate it. .24 army to 173. More economy stored up. Yeah, this game is over. Radiants have AA. A lot of artillery, and they're actually doing quite a bit of damage there. Since they're pools, they can preemptively hit an area and have the enemies walk into it. And now with a bastion here, it can withstand a lot of fire. But they're attacking the wrong location. The bastion is now down. The artillery is getting hit. This force is slowly being whittled away. But without the economy to withstand the counterattack, this game's pretty much over. You lost another Mother Goo over here. Another wave of large proteins. Yeah, this is a wave of tanks. Yep, this game's pretty much over. He's now lost another Mother Goo, a large proteins here. That does manage to get dwellers. Try to do some sneaky dwellers, but the splash damage there did finish them off. The Crescents finished off that other one with the pools. A wave artillery coming down, but they're all getting shot down, in fact, by the Radiants. Mother Goo's trying to go in, but he's losing Mother Goos when he needs to be building them. One Mother Goo goes down, another one goes down. And BlueDrivesMonster called GG. Mendel is your winner. Lord.agion here saying thank you for watching and signing off.